Do you know where Daddy is? You're not saying? Okay, let's see if we can go find Daddy. Bobby!
I'm out here.
Oh, I see his little head. What are you doing out here, Bob?
Just enjoying the weather. Such a beautiful day.
What shirt are you wearing?
Well, I got a little project for us.
Oh no, what are you doing now?
It's gonna get messy. Today I want to show you this project I'm taking on, and it has the slide toppers, Lippert Solera toppers, and as you can see the holes going through. This RV is now 5 years old. Big reason why I'm showing you this is because this is kind of a bizarre situation here, because we have this metal wrap here, and Riverstone puts these on. Just like on the main awnings, when they close, these wraps wrap around and they protect this cloth from getting sun-baked. We are full-time RVers, so these are out all the time. And what I'm trying to do is replace this material from here out to the roller. And I tried to talk to Riverstone and to Lippert directly. They don't sell these individual parts for this particular material. They want to sell you the whole entire slide topper, which is like $700, including the new metal. And so what I want to do is replace this outside sheeting here, and I'm going to leave this 2-inch strip in here. As you can see, it's got like a 2 or 3 inch strip in here. Then it goes to metal wrap. The material they sell you can cut the size. I bought it on Amazon. It's like $125 for a 50-foot roll, which is enough to do all 5 of these slides toppers. But this, if you can, I don't know if you can see in there, but that's a gray beading in there. On this end, it's gray. I don't know if we can see it or not, but you can see it right there. It's a gray beading. But the factory, and I'll show you what the factory gives you. This is the brand new roll of the material. As you can see, one end clearly has a gray bead, which normally would go into the actual roller, which you can see up there, it's gray. And on this side, it fits the camper. It's a black bead, and it fits up against the camper. Well, on this particular unit, we got to use gray and gray because that metal wrap has got a smaller diameter sleeve that it has to go through. So what I'm going to try to do is when I cut this material, I'm going to try to use the old gray beading that was in the metal sheeting and see if I can get it to slide through there and work. And I do have a buddy coming down from Indianapolis. We're currently at the Valves and Trails Indian Lakes. This one's by far the worst. I installed that one because it didn't have one from the factory, but the other ones aren't as bad, even on the off door side. Take you along with us and see if we can get this replaced and how hard it is to do. Talked earlier about the little beading. There's black beading and gray beading. Well, we found out since then that we can use the black beading goes against the roller and the gray beading goes against the metal wrap. It actually comes apart really easy. I can't believe how easy it is to tear apart. So the first thing we have to do to get these slide toppers, instead of disassembling the whole roller, we'll roll it up, and you can put an Allen bolt, an Allen wrench through the hole, and it holds the tension off of there. Then you can slide the topper out. Yeah, there's a little metal screw here that holds this track from sliding back and forth. We're going to roll this up, then we're going to put this Allen wrench to hold the tension off of this roller.
If I have 2 people, there's too much tension on the spring. You can't turn it.
That spring has a heck of a tension, so you got to roll it off there. Otherwise, you got to disassemble this whole roller and then try to wrap the cloth up onto this roller. But this is so much easier when you got 2 people.
So when we noticed it starting to act up or starting to wear, Bob started using Gorilla Tape to kind of just cover over the holes, which kind of kept it going until we figured out what we wanted to do. I gotta get Tim laughing on camera. I gotta get that famous laugh. So see, it slides right out, guys. And that right there, right, is the roller? Is that all that is?
That's the roller, yeah.
Okay.
The cloth comes 4 feet wide, and it comes with a bead on both ends.
Yeah, you mentioned.
This bead totally fell out.
Yeah.
Did it fall out before you took it off, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what was holding it in there, just the tension, I think.
Yep.
Just God and love.
But it's got a gray bead on one end, and I'll show you on the new cloth over here that we have.
Okay.
We line up the old material and
With the new material. And he's put the board under there so he can do a nice score, nice cut with it so it's even and straight.
it's got a black tube, and this goes toward the camper. On this end, it's got a gray tube, and that goes toward the mechanism.
You can see a little bit of the tape where Bob put on, trying just to keep it and protect it. So Bob is actually standing on the slide.
We're gonna put a little dry loop through here.
So without any obstruction, it slides in pretty easy. So now what?
I gotta just slide it down a little bit at a time. We're gonna release the tension here. We're gonna slowly roll it up.
See how it's got all that loose fabric down there? So at this point, they've replaced 3 of them, or 4?
The front 2 and this one.
Okay, so this will be the 4th one, and then we just have 1 left after this because we only have 5 slides. So we're maybe really blessed today that it's going to storm at some point because we've got a really nice breeze. There we go. So he's got the pin in, because if you don't put the pin in, you let go of it, it's going to roll right back up. So it just pulls out. That's all it does. There's nothing holding it in. It just pulls out. Right?
What makes this unique is it's got this, and I talked earlier, but this got this roller that rolls around this to protect the fabric when it's not in use. But we're full-time RVers, so we're always out. But
Slides
and it's
out.
got this little piece of cloth on the inside
but it's still in pretty good shape. So we're gonna let it go one more time, and then in 4 or 5 years we need more rollers. We'll have Tim make some of those for us.
Yeah, Tim can do anything.
Tim's a sewer. So
super amazing. So while we're waiting for them to come back, we are in Indian Lakes Thousand Trails. And this is a pretty nice park. I mean, to me, this is comparable to the Orlando of the Midwest, and everyone loves the TTO Orlando Park. They've got like 2 big pools. They put like a $5 million pool in maybe about, I don't know, 4, 5 years ago, something like that, and extended it. There's 1,000 spots here. Now there is a lot of perms, and we're really lucky here and to be in a pull-through. And there's not really a lot of pull-throughs here, but there's one over there. I'll show you that one because it's easier to see. But ours, I feel, is almost like a little bit bigger. And it's just amazing to have this kind of space to live and to work. And we're here for, well, we're here, I think, for 3 weeks. Originally, we came here in April and we were over there. And then we came here at the beginning of May. We were back there. And then we came back after we went to Alaska, and now we're over here. And I prefer this the best.
on this track right here, we had to drill the very end out, like about a 32nd of an inch to let it in. So we just took the 1/4 inch drill bit, drilled in about 1.5 inches, and it started on.
So now they're going to do what you've already saw. They're going to roll it up, head it in, right?
Yep.
And then they'll do
We're gonna
the,
take the tension off of it and let it get sucked up.
yeah. So as you see, we've got 3 slides on this side. These 3 will be done. Bob, do not fall on camera. That's embarrassing. Bob is known as the ballerina. Okay, so I basically came up here to help him hold it, so I wasn't filming. But you can see what it looks like when it's finished and how it fits under this thing. So when the slide goes in, this rolls underneath it, it rolls over it. And 4 of our 5 slides have this. And I'll explain in a second why the other one doesn't. But basically, once they got it slid in, the back and the front, then it's a thing of just rolling it up like you saw when we did the other one, pinning it, making sure it's tight, and then that's it. It's ready to go. It's super easy as long as you don't have trouble getting it started. So our last slide that they have to do, our living room slide over here. And you can see this slide is actually newer. It's only a couple years old. It doesn't have one of those wraps, and that's because we added it. Riverstone recommends not putting this on because they're worried that it will interfere with the awning. But without the wrap, it works perfectly, and we do like having that extra protection. So once they finish this, we'll just kind of show you from the ground the finished product. There's Spidey down there wanting to go on a ride. Sorry, Spidey, not today. But and then Bob and Tim will give you some final thoughts. So Bob, what are your final thoughts on this project?
Well, it was a fairly simple project with 2 people, just with the ability to have to roll those tension rods up on them rollers. So that it wasn't too bad. The main thing was trying to find the information on, and I'll call it a Riverstone wrap roller, because it has that metal wrap. You don't see too many other fifth wheels with that. And then talking with Riverstone, and also several times talking to Lippert. And Lippert, it was hard to even get them to understand what they actually make because they didn't know what I was talking about.
I was surprised because we had to send them pictures and all kinds of things trying to explain it, and they still didn't figure it out.
Yeah, they finally did tell me that they do make it available, but it's like almost $700 a roller. Five times 700 would be $3,500, and pretty much the same thing with Riverstone. They would install them for us. They would buy them and install them, but it'd be about the same cost. So that's the reason why I wanted just to replace the material. That small little piece would have to be made if you wanted to replace that also at the same time.
The fact that we have a Riverstone and kind of how it's set up and structured, Bob, talk a little bit about like that metal wrap, kind of how you feel it helps or hurts our actual slide toppers.
I talked about eliminating the metal wrap because we're full timers and we don't need that wrap really because it's never hardly ever closed. But that wrap, people complain all the time about toppers slapping around in the wind. We've been in 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds, and we've never had problems with that slapping around, because I think that metal gives it just enough support that it does not move around on us. So that's the reason why I wanted to leave that metal wrap on there.
What is that?
It's a moth outside, isn't it?
Ugh. What is that? What is that? What is that? It's scary. Get off my camper. So Bob would like you to
give us your comments. Is this a project you would take on with a buddy? I've seen people do them by themselves, but you have to use a vice grip pipe wrench to, wrap it up a little bit, lock it, wrap it up a little bit, lock it. But with 2 people, it worked out really well, and we were able to do it fairly easy.
After you figured out what you were doing on the first one, how long do you think it took you per slide after that?
I think the full project maybe taking us maybe 3 hours from start to finish. And now it's cutting the material, taking it all apart, putting it back together. The first one was just a learning process. Once we found out that the black bead would actually work on the roller, we didn't need the gray bead. We didn't have to remove any of the beads off the factory material and just use it, and it worked out real well.
Next, Bob would like you to
like,
and he also wants you to
subscribe to our channel.
Bob's going to give you his best impersonation of Barb here.
Smash up that
Notification bell.
Smash up that notification bell if you want our next video.
That was kind of close. So guys, remember, we're Hedis World.
Come travel in our world. Bye!